Hi everybody, it's Julissa here, and I am doing a little video for what's in my camera bag. So some of you might be curious what I'm carrying around on my shoots. Now this is what I have with me all the time, and so just thought I would share this with you if you are interested. The first thing I have, of course, is my 5D Mark III Canon body, and I also have a backup camera and battery. Always need a backup. So I think this is the 5D Mark II. Yeah, so I have another camera and another battery. My favorite lens that I use the most often is this baby right here, which is a Canon 70-200. This is a 2.8L zoom lens, and this has seen many years. I really love it, especially if I'm outside. I'm going to be using the hood to make sure that the sun doesn't get into the camera lens. So this, I love this lens because it invites a lot of, when you see my images, you see a blurred out background oftentimes. That has a lot to do with distance, focal length, aperture, a lot of those technical things. But anyway, I really love to do it on this lens. It seems to give the really creamy look in the background. The other lenses that I carry with me are, this is an 85, actually, sorry, the 135 1.2 lens. This is super, it's just a very sharp lens. It is a fast lens, and I use it for mainly portraiture of individuals from a distance. And then the other one is the 24-70 zoom lens. So I love to use this one. This actually has been my workhorse for a really long time, especially in tight spaces. If I'm indoors, like in a room that I can't, I can't back up far away to use my long lens, I have to be on this 24-70, and this just makes life really easy. It's super sharp as well, and I just love it. So have to have it. The other things that I have to carry with me are the backup batteries, like several. I have one for the backup camera, and then I have probably 2 to 3 more that are fully charged, always in my camera. Don't want to go without a battery there. Now, it took many years for me to get into that mindset, but I have nonetheless achieved that. The other thing that I use is this remote. So this goes onto my camera flash, like my flash head up here. And what I use this for is to remote signal to my my off-camera lighting, which I'm going to show you here in a second, when to flash, how much brightness. I can control all that from here. I can turn one off. I can put up to 5 lights on this remote. So what I take with me though are not usually 5 lights. I usually light with about 3 lights. The first being my main light, and those lights are, what I am using are the Godox 8300s. These are great because they are wireless, they are chargeable. You don't have to plug them into anything. I used to take my old lights, my Alien B lights, on a location with me, and I would have to have a battery pack. Some of you photographers know what I'm talking about, and lugging around the battery pack and making sure the battery pack was charged and all of that, and plugging in and then moving it from location to location was just a lot. So thankfully, technology has come up and created these great remote lights. So I can't just have them like this though. So in my other camera bag, so I always take these 2 bags with me. So this one is just for camera equipment, lenses, batteries, remote, and then this camera bag has all my lighting and my stands, so, and my soft boxes. So what I'll do is, let's say I want to use this light, I'm going to put it up on my stand here, take off the cover and everything, and basically I can basically, it's like making a studio wherever you are, right? So when you're out on location, lighting is very hard to get perfect, and there's a lot of natural light photographers out there, and you know what I mean. You know, you have to find the right places where the sun is hitting exactly right. Well, with these, that's not really a concern anymore. All you have to make sure of is that there's plenty of coverage or shade. There's no speckled areas, and find a place that you can light comfortably, and it just really washes out the scene in a way that makes the colors look true, and you're not having haze, you're not having all of these things that kind of the natural light look can tend to have, which are like washed out colors. And being able to do a backlit photo and use flash to fill in so you can see people's faces, that's another advantage of having your own lighting on location with you. So I use about 3 of these. One as a main light, and the main light usually comes, I have normally in here, actually in the last week my big softbox got damaged, so I have to replace that one. But my softbox like this basically comes together, and I'll put that on the front of this light, and it basically softens the light, spreads it out evenly over my subjects. And so that'll be the first light. The second light sometimes will be on the back of the group or the individual, and that's just a hair light, that's just to separate the individuals from the background. And then I think I meant second light. And then the third light would sometimes be to fill in light into the background, like if you have dark shadows in the trees or wherever you're shooting. I like to just kind of pop up some lighting back there as well. So I usually will use 3 or so lights there. What I also have in this bag is a light meter for some of you photographers. I have not used this in a long time, but I just got a new battery, so now it's time to use it again. And then this is a gray card, and this is used for setting custom white balance for your shoot. So that basically means that we have the ability to really see the colors for what they are meant to be seen as, and doing that in camera before we start shooting. So let's see if I have anything else here worth talking about. At the moment, I think that's where I also, this has saved me once before, and I'm just so appreciative that my husband got this for me. It's a second remote. So if in the case this was not in this bag, I always have a second remote to help me with these lights in this bag, and it has batteries and everything ready to go. And this has saved my life once, actually fairly recently. So I was very helpful for that, thankful for that. The last thing is a very special thing that I have sometimes, is something I don't think any photographer has. This is what makes me unique and really awesome. No, I really appreciate having this one thing in my bag. And come bring it, show it. That would be my husband, Michael. So my husband is a professional photographer as well. Been in the industry for 30 years. 30 years. That is something to brag about. So I also have 30 more years of experience that I can pull along with me. If you are lucky enough to be on a shoot with me and Michael comes along, you know how amazing he has been. So If it's just me, you get a great experience as well. Isn't that right, honey?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, and then if we're together, even better. So thank you guys, and y'all have a great day.